Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you for tuning back into Luna Mia channel. We are having the last full moon of the year in Gemini, and my post is coming a little bit late, but the energies are always very strong week before, week after, and depending where it will be in your chart and how many mutable signs you have, especially for this full moon, sorry, it will be felt strongly. And also depending on how you alchemize and transmute energy, right? It's all very individual. So here we are, last full moon of the year. Make the most of it. It's a beautiful chance for us to really release, purge, let go, like with every full moon. And we get this chance. Well, you can choose to do that on a daily basis, but with the full moon on a monthly basis, this energy is really heightened and very much supported by the cosmos. And for those who are tuning in the very first time, my name is Mia. I'm channeling for Luna Mia. I am an intuitive moon astrologer. I also use the Akashic Records, and I am a medium as well. So that's a whole bunch of energies that are coming in. And I don't actually like to use labels. So literally, I'm just channeling for you guys and whoever needs to hear this. Please subscribe, share, like, so this message can be spread to the world. Whoever needs to hear this will hear it, and it will be the perfect time for you when you click on that video, as always. So what I do, I will give a general update about this full moon energy, and then I go into each sign individually. And this reading is based off your rising sign is the most accurate, yeah? And I use the whole sign system, just to let you know. And you can use your sun sign or also your moon sign. It's really up to you, but I would recommend, if you know your ascendant/rising sign, use that first and foremost. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can find in the description box how you can calculate your birth chart, and you will need to know your exact birth time for that in order to have the accurate calculation of your ascendant. All right, if you don't know anything about that, just use your sun sign and you will be fine with it. Okay, Gemini full moon. Gemini is the most shadiest sign of the zodiac sign. Very sociable, a social butterfly. It's a lot of talking, all about communication and expression. It has this very creative energy. So usually people who are very good at writing, or writers, authors, this kind of stuff, they have a lot of Gemini energy in their chart. And in general, we have a few planets in mutable signs. There's a lot of mutable energy going on, a lot of air signs. So that means like there's a flow. This can be used very much to your advantage, like to flow with it, to be creative, to come up with new ideas, to be adaptable. We are asked to be adaptable right now. And the more adaptable you are, the more you will flow with the energy. The more resistant you are, the more likely you will feel this stuckness and the resistance, right? That's just the general way of law of attraction. Like the more we resist, the more it will persist. And trust me, I had my own experiences. The week before the full moon leading up to it, I was very much resisting and it felt like I'm stuck. But the moment I let go, everything was just flowing beautifully, and it was just a beautiful reminder to flow and dance with life, right? So really make the most of this energy. May feel unstable for some, especially if you're not adaptable. If your personality are not very adaptable, you more like to have your routine. If you have a lot of earth energy, a lot of earth signs in your chart, you will feel like this is not a good energy for you. It feels like it makes you feel unstable. Too much is going on, too much information. You can't really digest. You can't alchemize it. And it's okay. Take your time. Find ways to ground yourself. Find ways to move through this energy in your own unique way, right? This is very important for this full moon. And with this creative energy, you will be guided to possibly find new ways, new approaches to problems that are coming up for you. Problems or cycles you may be going through over and over and over again, and you're really fed up with it. But this creative energy will give you some new insights if you allow it to approach the difficulties or challenges you have in a new way. Because as Einstein said, you know, it's insanity if you try to solve the problem with the same energy that has created it, right? So we need to change something. And it's not about major changes. Sometimes it's like this little micro shift, like go an hour, you know, get up an hour earlier, go to the gym at a different time, or use a different route to work. Like those little things, I know they may seem really mundane and insignificant, but they can change something in our energetic field and give us a new idea and a new inspiration. And Gemini is really a sign that likes to be stimulated. Intellectually, they need to be stimulated. They get bored. If you just talk about something really boring with them, they like clock out of this conversation because they need to be stimulated all the time. Also, there could be like a little bit this indecisiveness coming up because, you know, Geminis, they are known, like the shadow side is they can be indecisive because there's lots going on and they kind of can be jumpy at times, which can be an advantage, but also can be a disadvantage. And like be aware of that. Really make decisions and be assertive about that. The biggest fear about decisions, because it comes from the actual meaning from the Latin word is actually to cut off, to kill. So the thing is, when we are forced to make decisions, we have the feeling, or the mind, the ego gets attached and thinks, okay, if we decide for option A, then option B will never come again, or we lose option B, or anything like that. So yeah, this could be an energy as well right now to feel like, oh my gosh, I need to decide. So always take a step back. Tune into your heart. This is also very much a calling again for the future to tune more into our heart, to get out of the mind, because it is right. Gemini, very much a mindy sign, as ruled by the planet Mercury. It's about how we process our information, mental processes. So it's really about getting into our heart and get out of the mind. Very much a reminder. And with the sun still in Sagittarius, it's about speaking your truth. Sagittarius is a truth seeker, and Gemini, it's all about expressing communication. So express your authentic self. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Just be who you are and express it. Just let it go and be free with that. And with that energy, when it feels like overwhelming and you feel like you're a lot in your mind and your head and you don't know what route to take, and so many things, information, a lot of information is coming, I feel. And also with the festive season, right, a lot of information is about moving into stillness and tuning into your higher self and into your wisdom that's within. And stillness doesn't mean like you have to sit still, even though it's a good way of doing that. But it could be just by you go out for a walk in nature and you find the inner stillness. It's about the center point, to find that within you and to calm down, you know, the eye of the storm, basically. And that's really important for the coming weeks, to remind ourselves to tune back to that point, to that center point. And that's found in our heart. And to really breathe into that. And then from there, make decisions. And from there, look, okay, what information right now is the most important for me to have? Yeah. And also, old systems are collapsing. We still, you know, with moving into the Aquarius age of where Pluto moved into, it's really about that and letting go of old structures that no longer serve us. And that will come more and more and more into the forefront. Just a reminder here as well. Now, a beautiful full moon, definitely a beautiful full moon to let go, and also to look at your communication, the way you communicate with yourself, but also with others. It's a really great opportunity to reassess that and to speak up, you know, like to actually express your needs and all your mental processes. Because so many of us, we just assume other people are mind readers, but it's really important to just express. Okay, now we're going into each sign, and we start, of course, with Aries. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac wheel, and for you guys, this is in the third house, very much the theme of Gemini. Gemini rules the third house in astrology, which is all about communication and expression, has to do with a community, our neighbors and siblings, very much connected to that. And I always when I work with chakras as well, it's related to the third chakra, not the third, it's the fifth chakra, but the throat chakra, which is about the communication and expression. And really speaking your truth. What I mentioned before, it's about speaking up, speaking your truth, and being who you are. And it's a great time to reflect back what was 6 months ago. Who were you surrounded by? What communities were you surrounded by? How was your communication 6 months ago? What has changed? What would you like to change? It's a great time to reflect. Maybe you have been keeping quiet. Maybe you kept quiet and held back just to keep the peace, right? It's what we do, what we condition to do, because we rather don't say anything to stir up something, but it's really about expressing and communication. And yeah, use your creative side as well. If you feel like, if you are drawn to writing or speaking on camera or anything like that, do that. Just create and express in any shape or form. And let go of everything that holds you back, from expressing your true self, and anything that limits you in your expression. This may be people, this may be places, this may be some sort of activities. But most likely will be your limiting beliefs within yourself, because we are the ones that hold us back, and we are the ones that can actually remove these limits. And yeah, finding that truth within you, and then speaking that truth and sharing it with others. Share your voice, guys. That's for you. Use the Aries energy. Use this moving forward, this boldness that you have as an Aries. I love this energy. I love the Aries energy. I always feel like when the moon is in Aries, I feel like I want to get shit done. Okay, so use this energy. Combine that with this beautiful, mutable energy of the Gemini, and imagine like the wind, like the air from the Gemini is stirring up your fire. Okay, use that image in your mind and just go for it. No stopping. The next sign, Taurus, you're very much in your home house, the second house. Taurus rules the second house. The second house is all about our possessions, about finances, money, our values, wants and needs. Very much a time to reflect back. What was 6 months ago in that area? What was happening around your finances, about your stability? What makes you feel stable financially? What are the values that you hold towards yourself, and especially in that area? What do you value? What do you need? And look back over the past 6 months. Where did you face limitations and restrictions, and where did you not express yourself? Again, like Gemini, the full moon is all about expressing ourselves and really expressing the truth and speaking up. Also claiming your value, claiming your financial needs. Money is very much a taboo topic, right? And it's an energy like so many people, I don't want to like talk about money, or money's not important. And that's bullshit, because we do need money. Usually people who say money is not important, they are not having money. Because we need it. Money helps us to expand, to give more, to be generous, to create things. So basically this is your guys' energy. So really to reflect back on your values about money and your possessions and your personal values. Next, Gemini. This is your time, Geminis. This full moon is in your first house. The first house is all about yourself, your physical appearance, how other people see you, basically. It's your social mask you have as well. So look back 6 months ago, there was a new moon in that house. And what has changed? It's a great time to reflect. Is there more stuff you need to express about yourself? What are you hiding? Are you hiding something? Are you still afraid to speak up or show certain sides of you to other people, mainly to yourself? And how do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about your physical appearance? How do you feel like you come across? What kind of mark do you want to leave in this world? How do you want to be seen in this world? So really great reflection. Yeah, maybe challenging during this full moon. There's probably a lot of limitation coming up, a lot of stuff that is holding you back from speaking your truth, from showing your true authentic self. And let this be your teacher. So most likely we avoid when we feel like, oh, there's restriction, there's limitation coming up, there's resistance, we see that as something bad, but it's actually something really great. It's good for us to let go and go deep into that and work with this. It's great because it's the growth pain. When we get shown limitations about ourselves, this is a great time to dive deep into that and to let it go. Cancer, my dear beautiful Cancers, for you this full moon is in the 12th house. Wow, yes, the overarching house of astrology. It is about our belief systems, our philosophies going deeply into the subconscious. It is literally ruling, overruling all areas of our life. And you may question a lot, or there are a lot of questioning around life coming up and your own belief systems and where you fit in and this kind of stuff. And it's a great time to reflect back 6 months ago, where have you been, what was happening back then, and look into now. Where are you now? What is coming up for you right now? And when you come and face these limitations, which belief systems do you want to keep? Some are really serving us and we want to keep them, but other belief systems, they are totally restricting us and they're limiting us and they're not serving us. So this is a great time to reframe them. It's a great time to work on your belief systems about life that you have, about certain areas in your life, about yourself, and to step away from the mass belief systems and really create your own belief systems that serve you. Because always remember, you are the creator of your own life and you are in the driver's seat of that. Yeah, so always remember that and step into your own power. Leo, my beautiful Leos, for you 11th house, it was just 18 on the timer. I say 18 because that's my birthday, 18th of August. I am a Leo. 11th house, yes, really pretty much a clearing up about our environment, our groups, our social groups, aspirations, and people we hang out with. And always remember, you are a product of your environment. So the people you're surrounded by on a daily basis, or you spend most of your time with, will define who you are, because they have an influence on your belief system, on your energetic field, how you feel. It's happening subtle and subconscious, and we don't even have to do anything. It's just what naturally happens, right? So really assess, are these groups right now, it's a great time to reflect, are these groups really serving you? Are there people you want to let go of? Is there something where you want change, need change, something you want to endeavor? Especially with this creative energy of Gemini, there may be some new insights coming, I need some more people who stimulate me intellectually more, or stimulate my creativity, or support my creativity. Maybe you want to endeavor into some new activities with people, or with your groups that you see on a daily basis, or you're surrounded by, to actually stimulate your creativity. Yeah, we Leos, we like to be creative, we like to be playful. So really look at who's supporting that energy within you and who isn't. And this last full moon of the year is like a big clearing, and to get ready for 2025, because you want to start this year fresh and with a blank canvas, and then you can really choose which groups you want to join and what activities you want to do. And really great time to do some energy inventory and a big cleanup. Yes. Then Virgo, for you guys, 10th house, all about your career and purpose. So this is a great time to reflect. Where have you been? What have you done the last 6 months in that space? And there's a lot of letting go of, shedding of things that no longer serve you. You're restructuring. You may endeavor something new. Maybe you change your career path. Maybe you apply for new jobs. Maybe you figured out, okay, what I have been doing is not really serving me. It's not aligned with where I want to go. And this is a great time to really let go of that and to make some new choices, especially with the new year coming. It's a great chance to endeavor something new, to step into something that you maybe haven't done before. And I know a couple of Virgo people who are actually changing their career path, or they're changing something within their business and they have a big shift happening. So beautiful to align with this full moon energy of Gemini and to speak your truth, to go deep and really dig deep and look, is my career actually serving me? Is that what I'm doing really fulfilling? Or is there something more I can do? There's nothing wrong with doing that. And then you can look for opportunities. So really good chatting and letting go of that. Great time to do that, my beautiful Virgos. Libra, for you guys, ninth house. Ninth house is connected to travel, long distance travel, higher learning, expansion, exploration, adventuring, learning about new cultures and philosophies. So very much a Sagittarius theme. We are still in Sagittarius season. Sun is still in Sagittarius. So reflecting back the last 6 months, what have you been traveling a lot, or maybe you haven't? And what is something new you want to endeavor into? You want to study something new. This is a great time to really reflect on where have you upgraded yourself, or maybe where have you been stuck? Maybe it's a time to really find new ways that you want to study, something new you want to look into, or start a new project and expand. Look at areas you want to expand in your life, or you need some new stimulation, something where you want to explore an adventure. Yeah, using this adventurous energy from Sagittarius to, explore something new and be curious again and bring something joyful into your life. Very much this energy to reflect back. Where is it missing in your life? And where do you want to go? And let it all go. Let go what limits you, what holds you back, all these things that you think you can't do or you shouldn't do. Let this all go. Let this full moon really cleanse this and clear this. And then start with a clean slate and move into something new. All right, Scorpios, for you guys, this is in the 8th house. It is your house, guys. Welcome, Scorpio energy. This house of transformation, of taboo, the hidden stuff, deep subconscious things, talking about sex, joint finances, all the stuff we don't want to share, the stuff we want to hide from the world, and most likely we hide from ourselves. So really looking back and reflecting over the past 6 months, what have you been hiding? What is something you really try to hide so much? And always remember, guys, the stuff that we avoid, this is where actually our biggest growth lies in. Like, that is what we actually need to share, and the stuff we need to go into. Yeah. So look at that. And especially with this Gemini energy, to speak the truth, to express and communicate, a very great chance to do that, to go and dig deep into your shadow selves. And through that, you will transform, you will shine, you will transform like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And that's really important. And expand. Once we let go of these restrictions, these limits, this hidden stuff, we actually open up, we expand, we are much more open for new ideas, for new things to come our way. And we all have things we don't like to share or look into. We all have like sides or parts within us that we don't want anyone to see because we feel ashamed of it, or we feel fear that we will be rejected. That we all have that. But the more we love to embrace these parts, as much as we embrace these parts that we love about ourselves, the more we can speak our truth and become our authentic self. Very important for you guys to do that. So let this full moon shine light on all the darkness that is hidden, and let it bring the beauty within you. Sagittarius, 7th house, for you guys, all about relationships. A big conclusion and a cycle is closing of relationships, all types of relationships, from personal to your work relationships or friendships, any type of relationship. So really reflect on what has been happening in the space the last 6 months in your relationships, which relationships are really, or what kind of relationships are really supportive of your future vision, what relationships make you feel good and help you to grow and expand and to evolve, and what relationships did you need to let go of. I can feel like some of you guys probably let go of a lot of relationships that no longer serve you in any type of area, and this must have been hard. It can be hard to let go, especially when we actually like people, but we figure out they don't support our future vision, or they're not on the same frequency, or they don't support our vision for the future. It just doesn't align. And that's the hardest part, to let go of those type of relationships. Or even family, right? Family, I mean, we all are binded and linked to family, and it's the hardest part. It's probably one of the relationships that's the most complex and can be complicated and traumatic at times. But really good time for you to reflect, especially with the full moon, letting go and shedding and reflecting, and do a stock take. Okay, what type of relationships do I want to cultivate in the future? And cleanse the space and make space for some new beautiful relationships and new connections that are coming your way in the new year. Capricorn, for you guys, 6th house. Whoa, 6-month cycle closing of your daily habits, your daily routine, your work, your health regime, about your body, anything that's related to your health, like your sleep, your nutrition, your workout, the way you speak to yourself. How do you treat your body, actually? So really a big cycle of that, and how you're being of service. So the 6th house is the mundane house, but in my eyes, in my opinion, the most important house, because what we do on a daily basis will define our success and will define who we are and what we're actually doing. So look back at what 6 months ago you set some intentions with the new moon. There was something, probably you started a new cycle, a new routine. Has that served you? What has worked for you and what hasn't worked for you? And look at the things that are not serving you on a daily basis, and especially do a stock take of the activities that don't serve you. How about your nutrition? Are you actually feeling good? What about your workout? Do you go to the gym? Do you move outside? Do you prefer to be in nature? What about the people? Who is energizing you and who's draining your energy? And are you doing things? Do you do daily something that lights you up, or is it just, do you drag yourself through the day? It's just like, oh my gosh, another day, waking up, another day, another dollar kind of thing. Or what can you change? Can you bring like little things? Like, again, it's about micro shifts. I'm not talking about the major big macro shifts here, but so nothing traumatic needs to happen, but micro shifts, they have a ripple effect on everything else in our lives. Like something small that you can do to change your daily routine, to bring some lightness that will help you to shift your energy. Very great time to do that with this full moon, to really let go of what no longer serves you and start something new. Aquarius. My dear Aquarius, 5th house, yay, the house of romance, flirting, fun, risk-taking, about our inner child or children, if you are having children, or even animals. So really a time to reflect back, okay, where do I need to speak up more to feel joy? What is holding me back from expressing my joyful side and being more playful? Maybe you had too much fun over the last 6 months and it's time to pull back on that, tone it down a little, or this part in your life was missing a lot. And also with the Sagittarius energy still, I feel it's about taking more risks. Yeah, guys, don't play small. You are, out of all the signs, you're not made for playing small. You are the people who think outside the box. So really step into that power within you. Use that archetype within you that really likes to be going against the grain, going against the matrix, and do something that's totally unconventional. Use that energy. So really use this full moon to cleanse and let go what held you back from doing that, from making you play small. Stop that and get out of this box. You're not made to fit into a box, and explore and speak your truth. Speak up. Speak up. Very much a big message that I get through for you guys. Okay, and bring this joyful energy back into your life. Yeah, some flirtatious energy. Flirt with life. Yeah, flirting has not just to do with between men and women, but flirt with life. flirt with yourself, like be flirtatious. This is such a beautiful creative energy and very much activating. So flirt more, guys. My last beautiful sign, the Pisces. Yes, 4th house, all about home and family. Yo. Very much aligned with the season that we have coming up for Christmas. Big shift here, like reflecting back on what kind of like habits and around your home and family life you want to let go of, what is not serving you, what is really disturbing, and where have you held back not speaking up, where did you allow others to step over you and create the energies and restricting you as well. And it's really important now with the season coming up to speak up, because I know you Pisces are very much, you like to you're very empathetic, and your boundaries, it's for you guys, it's very challenging to set boundaries. And especially now, use this full moon to reflect and to look at where have you let your guard down and not set your boundaries properly to prepare you for the season that is coming up, but also for the new year, and to really create a home and family life you desire. And what makes you feel home? Where do you feel home the most? What energy would you like to have in your in your day-to-day life, in your home life? And what does family actually mean to you? And is it just bound to a place or people? And what is the feeling within you? How do you want to feel? Very much work with the vibration. You guys are very like intuitive, so really tune into that beautiful feeling and create that for yourself. So that's what I get through for you guys. I wanted to keep that update very much shorter, guys, so you can listen to it. And I hope this is of guidance and gives you a little bit gives you a nudge to reflect on things and to be like having aha moments, because it's all about your own self-development, understanding yourself better. I love the birth chart because it is the map of your soul. It is like giving you an overview of the archetypes. It's in symbolic language, and trust me, I'm working with the birth chart since several years. I go deeper and deeper every single time and rediscover things, and it helps me to understand myself better. And then I do the same with clients. And it's so beautiful, because the better and the more we understand ourselves on a deeper level, the more we can express our true authentic self and can actually help others. Because when we are our true authentic self, we are of service. This is the only way to be of service. And with that, I want to leave you guys with some beautiful words of wisdom, and hope you enjoy this full moon. Let it all go, shed it, make the most of it. Also, we have the solstice coming up in a couple of days on the 21st. It's a great time to go inward, to let the shedding happening, and I will also have a separate video on that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much, and have a beautiful full moon.